Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, guys. How are you today? I hope you are always doing fine. And first of all, I would like to express my praise and gratitude for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that keep and bestow blessing on all of us. And also, salawat and greeting are also put out on the great prophet of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma salli alaih. And then I want to thank to Ms. Kusmawanti, a lecturer in the Speaking for Academic Education course, who had provided the opportunity to me to present the material on this occasion. Okay, I'm Nurin Nuzulia S.R and I'm from 3 TBIB, Faculty of TBI of IAIN PURWOKERTO. Here, I will to speak and deliver the material about how to maximize the student potential. Potential is the ability, power, and the ability to develop more. The potential of student is the capacity of ability and individual characteristic related to human resources that have the possibility to be developed and or to support the development of other potential contained in student. Basically, every student has the potential, whether the physical, intellectual, personality, interest, moral, religion, or etc. And an intellectual potential is definitely related to intelligence, namely academic achievement, general intelligence, and special abilities, and creativity. And then telling about the potential is certainly related to an aspect of one of several intelligence. As for the type of intelligence, according to the ideas of founder of multiple intelligence, that is Howard Gardner, that include in language intelligence, mathematical logic intelligence, spatial intelligence, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, musical intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence, naturalistic intelligence, and then spiritual intelligence. Okay, because the potential of student is so diverse, I think an education management strategy is needed that specifically pay attention to development of their potential student, namely the implementation of learning programs that are able to develop at the advantage and potential of the student, but intellectual potential and special talents. And particularly, we can know the potential of students who have seen the sign from an early age that are 1. Have a strong memory, 2. Have strong logic and analytical skills, 3. Think abstractly, 4. Able to read aloud, 5. Have mechanical skills, 6. Love music and art, 7. Flexibility in gesture, 8. Happy to socialize and easy to adapt, 9. Able to understand and other people feeling, and the last or 10. Look attractive and able to influence other. Okay, for the second point, I want to describe about method in learning. But I describe several methods in learning. That is, number 1 is method in discovery. Discovery method is a modern teaching method that is carried out by developing student learning method to be more active, independent, and a better understanding. Students seek answers to their own questions so that they can be remembered better. Students become more active in seeking, understanding, and finding answers in a related material. Students are also able to analyze the knowledge they acquire and then transfer it to the community. Okay, I want to describe about several advantages in this method. There are developing student cognitive and increasing mastery of skills. And then number 2, knowledge is acquired in its own way so that it becomes more independent and think more broadly. And then can adjust the ability of the student themselves and then increase self-confidence through the discovery of his invention. And then besides of the advantage, there have a disadvantage for this method. There are Mental preparation is required in this learning process, and then this method is good for only small classes that has a limited person to learning together. And number 3 is ideas may be difficult to find. And then for the second method in learning, that is method of discussion. The discussion method is a teaching method that is closely related to problem solving learning. This method is also usually done in group or group discussion. So, in the discussion method, it can increase the potential skills of students in the field of practicing critical thinking skills. Okay, I want to describe about several advantages of this method. That is, provide understanding to students that every problem must have a solution, and then students are able to think critically, and then encourage students to be able to express their opinion. And then for the disadvantage of this method, there is limited discussion times and then overpowered by people who like to talk. And then the third method in learning, that is method of training skills. The skill training method is a teaching method by training students skill or soft skill by making, designing, or utilizing something. This method requires high student creativity by utilizing a material into a more useful and useful item. Okay, for the several advantages of the skill training method are this method train children motor and cognitive skill by using tool and ability to process material into more creative ideas, and then train student artistic creativity, and then train student to focus, accurate, and speed, and also to accuracy in learning. And then for the disadvantage of lack of this method, there are students who have no interest will find it difficult to adjust, and then too long time in carrying out the exercise can cause boredom in students. And then the last method in learning, that is method solve a problem, or also known problem-based learning. This method is give students to stimulate in group discussion, and then the student express the result of their search for material related to the case and discussion in group. For the several advantages of this method, there are students become more active in looking for material or information related to cases, and then students are active in expression opinion and discussing, and etc. Okay, for the disadvantage of this method, this method is more appropriate to do in small classes, that is with not too much a student to learning together. And there's need to be a mentor who is in charge of strengthening the flow of this discussion. And then number 3, discussion can go too long on one topic. And then 4, student opinion may be the same or similar each other, which will not not need to be conflict again. Okay, and then the last point of this occasion, I want to describe about strategy of learning. That is include three several strategies. Number 1 is train self-confidence. Train self-confidence, that is strategy can also be demonstrated by introducing the talents of students, such as talents in singing or speech or storytelling, or participating in competition related to personal skills. This is important because in exploring potential, it must and needs to be balanced with high self-confidence so that the student can maximally their potential. And then for the second aspect is, or second strategy is knowing ourselves. For the strategy that we must have to increase our potential to highest level, because the beginning of the strategy is to know the potential of students who are truly dominant. Potential is very important to be increased for either to be better self quality, and then and then make what is it make have a experience, and then it will be seen if students have high self quality, they can already recognize themselves and their potential. And then the last point, it is open-minded. The strategy to increase potential with good open-minded is very important. This needs to be a concern because the more open-minded student, they will also always know how to cultivate themselves to be better, to know better, and to understand something better. Which is that it is hoped that students will be able to improve their quality self or their thinking to be more critical and sharp in assessing something. Okay, I think that is enough for me, and I want to thank you for your attention, and I want to apologize if I have many mistakes, and see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.